Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the men of the Hope Land Sincere elect. This is Makazar from the Trinidad camp. Just want to, bring out a little edification for the elect's sake. Alright, and this video is basically something I believe that all of us, as being, prophets and men of the Lord, went through at one point or another. Alright, and basically is us coming into this truth, and people that knew us in the world, they would choose not to believe us because they knew us at one point, so they would doubt that we actually men of the Lord. Alright, they would doubt that that we turn over this new leaf. But if we were to be Christians and come preaching the word, then they would believe. But guess what? Because we preach in this word, they choose not to believe. They doubt that we so spiritual in the sense that we actually in the truth. They choose not to believe us. All right. So without further ado, let me get straight into it. It says 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 3. It says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the faithful shall die in the unfaithfulness." Now, the word incredulity means a lack of belief in something. Alright? And the scripture says, hey, don't let that turn you away. If they don't want to believe, the scripture says, for what if some did not believe? So what if they don't want to believe that we are the prophets of the Most High? So what if they don't want to believe in the word of the Most High? The word is there for the elect to believe. Alright? 2/3 not gonna believe it. So, especially for the young brothers coming in this thing, if you go preach unto your family, your friends, your co-workers, your associates, or whatever the case is, people that are new in the world, because it's only natural that when you're now coming, they are the first people that you would actually want to go and share the word with. Alright, but guess what? Unless it was ordained that one of them should adhere to the word, they ain't really gonna believe you. They're not gonna take it serious. Alright, don't let that turn you away from the truth. Believe me, don't let that turn you away from the truth. Alright, this is the book of Matthew chapter 13 verse 55. It says, "Is not this the carpenter's son?" And they was talking about Yahushai. "Is not his mother called Mary, and his brethren James and Joseph and Simon and Judas, and his sister, are not they all with us? Whence then had this man all these things?" And they were offended in him. But Yahushua said unto them, "A prophet is not without honor, save in his own country and in his own house." So guess what? When we go down the highways and byways, people who don't know us, when they hear us speak and break down these words, they marvel like, these young men, they're preaching this word, they're bringing this understanding. But people that know us, they don't want to hear this. Nah, I know this fella growing up. I know this guy growing up. Alright? This was the guy that used to always be, robbing people, selling weed. Alright? Committing adultery. Stealing. Probably been a murderer. Alright? An extortionist. A fraudster. A no good. A son of Belial. All kind of bad names. We were wicked in the world. Hands down, we were wicked in the world. All of us were wicked in the world. Alright? We were without light. But when Yahushua came and manifested himself to us by means of preaching, alright? Because even Paul said that in Titus, he made known himself by preaching. Alright? The Lord changed us. We became a new lump. We became new men. Alright, so the Lord changed us into who we are right now. Prophets and servants of the Lord. Alright, and he called us out of darkness into this marvelous light to preach his word, to make known his doctrine unto the Gentiles so that all Israel could be saved. Alright, but because, our families, our friends, our co-workers, our colleagues, or whatever the case is, because they knew us in the world, they don't want to believe that we could actually be called for this calling. Alright? But as the scripture said, let not the incredulity of them, don't let that faze thee. All the unfaithful shall die in the unfaithfulness. Alright? This is the book of Titus, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, put them in mind to be subject to principalities and powers, to obey magistrates, to be ready to every good work, to speak evil of no man, to be no brawlers, but gentle, showing all meekness unto all men. For we ourselves were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving diverse lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy, hateful and hating one another. Guess what? The brother Caleb, alright, from GMS Faithful Unto Death. That brother was an aspiring preacher. He was the next pastor below his father, worshiping Jesus Christ. Alright? When he first met us, he came up against the word. But look where he is now, pushing this doctrine, faithful according to his name. Alright? The brother denounced all corruption, denounced vanity, denounced Jesus, denounced that false doctrine, and he pushing this word hard. He pushing this word hard. And all of us were worshiping idols, worshiping Selassie, worshiping Jesus, worshiping Jehovah, probably call ourselves atheists, worshiping Buddha or Allah, whatever the case is. We were sometimes doing these wickedness. Alright? At one point we were all doing this. But the Most High, He took us out of it. Alright? The Lord took us out of that living to preach this word. But our families, they can't see this. They can't see what we're doing is the works of the Most High. All they see is that old man. Though they see that we're not doing the things, the corrupt things that we once did, they still see only that corrupt man. Because the scripture says they are spiritually discerned. The natural man cannot receive the things of the Most High. They can't see the spiritual man that we become and that we are aspiring to be. They can't see that man. So don't let that phase you. Don't let that turn you from the truth. Just keep pushing this word. Alright? This is just exhortation unto the elect, the hopeful elect, which we hope that we are part of the elect. This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 5. It says, mortify therefore your members which are upon earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscences, covetousness, which is idolatry. And as when I read in Titus, it said we were hating one another. We were wicked men. Alright? We were wicked men. We were wicked men. It says, for which things sake the wrath of Yahweh cometh upon the children of disobedience, in the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them. But now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. And we've been doing these things. We've been cleansing our ways. Psalms 119 verse 109, it says, verse 9, it says, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his ways? By taking heed thereto according to thy words. We have took heed to the Lord's word. That's why we're pushing this truth. Alright? But our families, the people that knew the old man in the world, they don't see this change. They see the change, but yet they don't see the new man. They see the old man. Alright? And because they see that old man, they've refused to listen to us. The scripture said, I will take you one of us family and two of us city. Alright? The reason why the Lord took us one of our family and two of our city is because the Lord, about controversy, Lord, about drama, the Lord gonna bring that division, in the family, that they won't believe us. They won't believe us. Alright, Lord said He's gonna bring division. It says, John chapter 16 verse 1, these things have I spoken unto you, that you should not be offended. So so when you see these things happening, that your family coming against you for the word, they're not believing, all they keep talking about is the things that you used to do in the world. Guess what? Don't be offended by those things. Don't let that turn you from the truth. It says, they shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth Yahweh's service. So so they're gonna think that they're doing the Lord's service. Alright, they're gonna actually think they're doing the Lord's service. But guess what? They ain't doing the Lord's service. We doing the Lord's service. Alright? We preaching in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Alright? The men. Alright? And for the few sisters out there that are listening to the word, guess what? Don't be turned away from the truth when your family they come against you because you turn to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Don't let that faze you. Alright? Don't let that turn you away. Alright? Don't let that turn you away at all. This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 5. It says, hear the word of Yahweh, ye that tremble at his word. And we tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let Yahweh be glorified. So they think that they were doing the Lord's work. Go ahead. Alright? It says, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. So they're going to be ashamed. So the time when the Most High rise upon us with healing in his wings, they're going to be ashamed. Alright? Because they choose not to listen. They choose rather to look at the outward man. They choose to look at this thing carnally and not spiritually. And that is the reason they're going to be ashamed. Right? This is the final scripture here. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6. Alright? Starting at verse 9. It says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminates, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. And such was some of you. But ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and by the Spirit of our power. So yes, so we've been washed and sanctified. But all people see is the thief, is the adulterer, is the drunkard, the covetous, the man that used to be selling weed on the block, the man that used to be murdering his fellows. That is all they see. They're not seeing the man that changed and becoming this new man. They're not seeing that. All they see is the person that they once knew. And they cast the word of the Most High to the side. So as I said, this was exhortation for the brothers that pushing this word. Don't let the incredulity of them that don't believe you turn you from the truth. Just keep pushing on. And your reward is with Yahweh Shai. He said his reward is with him. So with that, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great mills to not rule well. Salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. This is Marcus saying Shalom.